San Diego and Imperial counties are home to 9 community colleges whose leaders support the idea to allow some of California's 112 community colleges to offer 4-year degrees in high-demand majors like nursing and information technology. The proposal will go before state legislators next year. Here with further details are Constance Carroll, Chancellor of San Diego Community College District, and California Senator Marty Block. Welcome to Evening Edition.
Yeah, thank you.
Senator Block, you've said that you'd like to introduce this legislation to grant authority to community colleges to offer 4-year degrees. What are the key components of this plan?
Well, we'd be asking in each community, first of all, what the workforce needs are. Where is there a need for more nurses, more people in any field that's not being met currently? Secondly, we'd ask the community colleges, can you meet that need? Are you able to produce enough folks with bachelor's degrees to meet the need? And then we'd look at the CSU campus or whatever 4-year public university there might be nearby, and we'd say, are you now able to meet the need, or have you reached capacity? If the CSU can't meet the need, if the community college could do a job filling that need, if there is a workforce need there, then that college would be one that would offer a bachelor's degree.
Is that caveat what's different than there's been similar bills that have failed over the years to this, trying to expand this to 4-year degrees at 2-year colleges? Why do you think this one will have a better chance?
Well, when I first got to the legislature 5 years ago, we had a $42 billion deficit in California. Now we have a surplus. So I think the biggest difference is not the wording of the legislation, that'll be about the same, but it's that there is now money to fund this kind of program.
I see. And Constance, this would change the state's higher education master plan and could impact the state's 2.4 million community college students. Why do you support this?
Well, it's a program that's about jobs, and there's no higher priority for the California community colleges than to prepare people for the workforce. And this proposal will allow community colleges to meet a really severe need in the workforce right now, which is for baccalaureate-trained personnel. So this is not about turning community colleges into 4-year institutions, not at all. This is about adding a few very carefully selected programs aimed directly at the workforce.
Mm-hmm. And Senator Block, how would the funding work for this?
Well, students in the program would pay higher fees than the typical community college student pays for the lower division courses, but they'd probably still be paying less than what students are paying now at a 4-year, the CSU, for example, for these same classes. That additional fee would cover the cost of the instruction. For a startup, there would probably be some state funding necessary, and we're working on getting that this year.
I see. And Constance, though, with this funding increasing fees, would that limit access to a college education for the underserved or economically disadvantaged?
No, actually it would expand access, because now we would be able to give economically disadvantaged students the ability to go through an entire baccalaureate program at City College or at Mesa College or at Miramar or at Grossmont College or at Imperial, whereas now they do not have that kind of broad access, and again in fields aimed at the job market.
Mm-hmm. What about critics, and I'll start with you and I'll get your opinion as well, who say that community colleges have not rebounded from the recession, and by doing this they're not meeting their basic mission, and they should focus on bolstering the school's existing tech and vocational programs? What would your response be to them?
I would say that is exactly what we are doing, because the funding that we have received, which has been a considerable increase this year, has allowed us to start building back, but not exactly where we were before, building what needs to be built in terms of our programs, and the vocational technical areas do need these baccalaureate programs, and so we're doing what we think is smart.
Okay, and Senator Black, how about you? How would you respond to the criticism?
Yeah, as Chancellor Carroll said, we can restore programs that have been cut while at the same time expanding the mission of the college and better serving the students. This is a way not just to get back where we were, but actually to move well beyond where we were a few years ago.
Okay, and on this, Constance, your community on the Community College Task Force, yes, looking into this, when can we expect your recommendations?
Well, we have a draft report that we are working on right now, but I would think the final report will come out at the start of the year, and our state chancellor and board of governors and our statewide Faculty Academic Senate will have a chance to review it then.
Okay, Chancellor Constance Carroll and Senator Marty Block, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.